You're being watched.
Police, stop!
Hosted by Sean Sticks Larkin.
You know you're on camera, right?
Welcome to Crime Cam 24/7. This first story is totally wild, and it's a good thing for all of us that it was caught on camera. It's an incredibly brazen insurance scam that any unsuspecting motorist can find themselves wrapped up in. In fact, you probably wouldn't even believe it unless you saw it for yourself. Check it out.
Queens, New York. Wednesday, October 16th, 2024, 10:59 a.m.
This is the view from a rear-facing camera of a vehicle driving along a parkway in the borough of Queens, New York. A female driver is behind the wheel of the vehicle, chatting with her husband on the phone.
He could be anything, honestly.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
But things are about to come to a screeching halt.
Oh my god!
What happened, babe?
Oh my god, what did she do?
Babe, what happened?
I don't know. I got into an accident. Oh my god.
At first glance, it seems like a truly bizarre rear ender, but a closer look tells a different story. Watch again. This silver sedan in the center lane suddenly cuts in front of the driver and slams on the brakes for no apparent reason.
One hand on the... What the...
Also, a tarp covering the back window and the absence of operational brake lights are all clues that this may not be an accident. Thankfully, the driver is vigilant enough to stop in time to avoid a potentially life-threatening collision.
What happened, babe?
But an accident is exactly what the driver of the silver sedan is looking for.
Oh my god, what did she do?
He reverses hard, slamming into the woman's car and knocking down the tarp in the back window.
Babe!
Babe, what happened?
I don't know.
Now watch. This is what the tarp was for. The dash cam is now able to catch the driver of the sedan switching seats with the passenger in the front. Meanwhile, the people in the back scramble to hide what's going on.
This guy just reversed into me. What the hell is going on?
Reversed into you?
Yeah.
This woman emerges from the driver's seat feigning injury by putting her hand to her head. Soon, two more people emerge from the car and give their own performances. Meanwhile, as all this is playing out, a red SUV can be seen on the car's rear-facing camera, and that driver may be involved in this situation as well. Take a look. Seconds before the accident attempt, the driver of the SUV follows its target, but leaves a very wide berth. Then, turns on their hazard lights, as if it's anticipating what's about to happen, right as the silver sedan cuts into the driver's lane.
What happened, babe?
Oh my god, what did she do? Babe!
Babe, what happened?
I don't know. I got into an accident. This guy just reversed into me. What the hell is going on?
After the collision, the SUV finds an opening to make its way out. But instead of driving on, it pulls over, right in front of the rear-ended car. Seconds later, the last passenger gets out and makes his way towards the red SUV and gets in, while the others mill about with their cameras ready.
Hold on, babe.
Now this is where having a dash cam pays off for the real victim. This guy looks directly into the camera and realizes that everything is being recorded. He quickly turns around as the red SUV leaves the scene with one of the passengers, likely the actual driver of the sedan. Eventually, the driver who was struck gets out of the car to give her insurance information, but before she can get theirs in return, the group abruptly leaves the scene. After reviewing the footage, the owner realized she was the victim of a swoop and squat fraud scheme. This is when two drivers stage an accident, claiming it's the victim's fault in order to collect insurance money. The owner posted the video online, hoping the exposure would get results, and it did. The video was viewed over 76 million times, igniting a fire among angry viewers new to this unbelievable scam. So far, one of the perpetrators has been arrested as the NYPD continues their investigation.
Prepare for more feeds.
Next up, law enforcement agencies in many parts of the country have police and schools on a full-time basis as resource officers. Their role is the first line of defense for campus security, and they also deal with parents of children involved in discipline cases. And that can lead to some combustible situations.
Deltona, Florida. Tuesday, November 19th, 2024, 9:23 a.m.
This is the view from the body cam of Volusia County Sheriff's Deputy Julia Curtin. She's meeting with the parents of this student in an office on the middle school campus. Deputy Curtin speaks first.
So I understand the frustration of the whole situation.
A day earlier, the student allegedly shoved another child. Deputy Curtin, as the acting law enforcement agent on campus, charged the child with a civil citation of battery. The parents are understandably upset about a schoolyard scuffle turning into a legal situation and want to put the whole ordeal behind them.
Let's forget about the I'm sorry here, I'm sorry there. Let's go and take care of what we have to take care of.
Deputy Curtin is sympathetic to the parents' desires, but lets them know there's going to be a process to getting this resolved.
What you can do is when this process goes through court, you can explain your side of the story to the judge. It's ultimately going to be up to the judge what is going to happen from here on out.
And the deputy adds one more detail.
He was the primary aggressor.
But the mother isn't having it.
That
the primary aggressor
this isn't an
because she was
argument.
yelling at him.
And dad is getting fired up as well.
You fail a kid, okay? That's okay. You are failing kids right here. We're not talking about us.
Getting increasingly agitated and escalates the situation.
Now I'm telling you, I'm
not gonna
talking
raise
to
your
you.
voice at me.
Okay,
You're not
yes,
gonna
I am
raise
going to do. Guess
Okay.
what? Because I paid
gotta
your
raise your
salary.
Deputy Curtin gets up and asks the parents to leave the school. Then the father resorts to hurling insults, while the student looks like he's trying to calm his father down. But it doesn't work.
Why are you so worthless? Do you feel proud that you are this worthless lady? Do you feel this proud that you are this worthless? Shut the up because I paid your salary. You don't.
The mother of the student tries to intervene.
I paid your salary. You don't.
Your hand in my
Okay?
face. This is gonna happen.
That's what happened. Look, what is gonna happen?
But the student's father seems to forget. This isn't a teacher, or even the principal. This is a sheriff's deputy he's taunting.
No wonder you're.
You need to leave.
Curtin radios for backup as she follows the family out into the hallway,
You need to leave.
You are.
where the incident turns physical.
Time. Don't do
Once they are out in the hallway, the father attempts to take a swing at the deputy, but the mother gets between them. Another staffer steps in to keep the father away, but he shakes her loose and lunges for Deputy Curtin. Curtin pulls a taser from her duty belt and points it at the man, who winds up and punches Curtin in the face, knocking her to the ground. That's right. This man just punched an officer and knocked her to the floor. With Curtin laying dazed on the ground, the father snatches the taser from her hands. Staff members manage to separate the father, still holding the taser, from Curtin, who rises to her feet.
Put it down right now!
Curtin pulls her service weapon and orders the man to drop the taser.
Put it down right now!
The father complies, while his wife and a staff member try to talk some sense into him.
Put your hands on your back! Put your hands on your back now!
He finally gives up and complies with Deputy Curtin's orders
Put your hands on your back now!
and is taken into custody. The father, identified as 46-year-old Jorge Rivera, was charged with multiple felonies, including battery on a law enforcement officer, resisting arrest, and robbery for stealing the deputy's taser. The mother, identified as 45-year-old Dagmaria Aponte, was also charged with battery and resisting arrest. Their cases are pending in Volusia County Court. The student, unfortunately, is also banned from the school and must complete classes online. Deputy Curtin suffered a concussion during the fight, but has since recovered and is back on duty.
Oakland, California. Monday, August 14th, 2023, 2:45 p.m.
A surveillance camera in northeast Oakland captures the driver of this black luxury sedan returning to his car from across the street. As soon as he opens his car door, this black sedan comes screeching to a halt next to him. Two men wearing hoodies hop out of the passenger side of the sedan, while one of the men reaches for the man's keys. The other pulls a gun from his waistband. Several bystanders spot the confrontation and continue walking. Despite being outmanned, the driver just won't let go of his car keys, and it looks like he's on his own. But as he struggles with the would-be thieves, two well-dressed men across the street have taken notice. The men commence smashing the windows of the getaway car with bow staffs. These aren't your average Joes. They're instructors from a karate dojo on the other side of the street. Realizing that they have bit off more than they can chew, the carjackers hightail it out of there. They hop back in the black sedan and take off. Once the thieves have fled, our heroes check on the victim. Despite this video evidence, Oakland police have been unable to identify the attempted carjackers and have no leads on the suspects. But thanks to these guys, this time they were on the receiving end of the shaft.
Do you have information related to this incident? Please contact Crime Stoppers USA at 1-800-222-8477. Prepare for next feed.
Next up, An officer's vehicle is essentially their office. They have to do everything from there, including reports. Typically, you try to find a location where nobody can drive up behind you. For me, the back of a church parking lot was my personal favorite. But in this next story, you'll see an officer setting up shop in a position that leaves him a bit too exposed.
Westminster, Colorado. Saturday, September 7th, 2024, 1:16 p.m.
Colorado State Patrol Corporal Ty Simcox is sitting in a marked patrol car parked in the median along a major highway just outside Denver. Flanked by concrete barriers on both sides, Simcox regularly uses this location as a safe spot to complete paperwork. Today, though, he's a sitting duck. When a truck slows down next to the cruiser, bullets hit the front windshield of the patrol vehicle, disabling the front-facing dash camera. But the rear passenger-facing camera of the car was also recording when the shots were fired, and captures this black pickup pulling alongside, and bullets ripping through the cruiser. Corporal Simcox immediately gets out of the cruiser with a rifle drawn, and circles around back to use the vehicle as a shield. He aims at the suspect, who has emerged from the car off camera in front of the cruiser. Fires multiple shots, striking the man and taking him down.
Come here, come here!
Here, a civilian who witnessed the shooting is seen through Simcox's body cam. He offers to help the officer who took a bullet from the drive-by shooter and is just called for backup.
I'm shot! You see what happened or what?
Simcox takes his body-worn camera off and places it on the tailgate, revealing a bloody wound. He's been shot in the forearm and now needs a second set of hands.
What can I help you with? Tighten that lamp.
The bystander tries to assist the trooper with a tourniquet, but Simcox is more concerned with the suspect.
Hold on, stop. I messed up. My name is... That guy down, sir? Yes, he's down. My wife has got a gun. She's in ambush.
The bystander seems a little too gung-ho to get involved, but the officer shuts that down quickly.
Get my gun! Hey, no! Don't get your gun out! Do not get your gun out right now! Sorry.
Seconds later, Trooper Norman Aragon arrives to back up Simcox in securing the armed suspect up ahead and laying on the ground between his truck and the median. Trooper Simcox was treated for the gunshot wound and released later that day. The suspect, later identified as 23-year-old Victor Anthony de Santiago, was pronounced dead at the scene. Colorado State Patrol was unable to determine a motive for the ambush.
The officer right there did a fantastic job of immediately exiting his vehicle with his rifle. He didn't hesitate at all to engage and stop the suspect. I also want to mention, anytime an officer is involved in a critical situation like that, it's so nice to have a helpful civilian there until fellow officers arrive. Much appreciated.
Have you captured a crime on camera? Please send your videos and tips to crimecam247@lawnews.com. Prepare for more feeds.
Finally, outdoor cafes are great for enjoying a cup of coffee and catching up on your emails. And the caffeine really comes in handy if you need to spring into action when crimes are brewing.
Houston, Texas. Monday, August 12th, 2024, 9:39 a.m.
A customer at this cafe is enjoying a cup of coffee while typing away on her laptop on a warm summer morning. Sporting a sundress and flip-flops, she focuses on her laptop as her valuables are spread out on the table and chair next to her. The woman looks like an easy mark, and trouble is percolating behind her. Two women approach, with one eyeballing the bag sitting out in the open on the chair. The thief decides to French press her luck and make a dash with the purse. But it won't be so easy. Just as the bag snatcher takes off, this coffee drinker reveals she's not your average Joe. The customer runs full steam after the thief and makes a sweet open field tackle that any defensive coordinator would be proud of. The two women tumble to the ground as the customer recovers the fumble. The thief seemingly realizes she messed with the wrong woman and walks off defeated. Nice chai. Better luck next time. The victim was able to flag down a Houston police officer in the area and give a report. Police released an image of the suspect's vehicle, but reportedly have no leads in the case.
These thieves saw a sundress, flat shoes, and an easy mark. What they didn't see was the heart. I mean, look at that. Well done, young lady. And if I ever meet this hero at a coffee shop, scones are on me. That's all for this edition of Crime Cam 24/7. I'm Sean Sticks Larkin, and thank you for watching.